Раз, как слышно. Алло? Всем привет, с вами Yurnelo. Проходим игру Mass Effect Andromeda.
Good there. I'm Miranda with Dutch and Anon's blessing. I'm starting an open mic night. Mail for signups will go out.
Так. Анан Тимари.
Hey, I was wondering if you could help me out. It's for the good of the bar.
Конечно.
Lay it on me.
Выкладывай.
So, folks try and help and all, but we have a limited pool of ingredients. Keep an eye out for anything interesting we could use for new drinks, and we'll let you test them for free.
О, блин,
So,
какая
Dutch gets the
щедрость.
ingredients and the guinea pig you wanted, huh?
Exactly. Win-win all around.
Не знаю, он погуглил, сам сделал коктейль. Ой, это кто у нас? Робот, что ли? Какая-то неживая. Так. Что у нас тут по заданию? Столько заданий, конечно. Дополнительные задания. Так, восстановление научной станции. Ну давай. А, там тупик я вспомнил. Опа! Да, давненько я не воевал.
Lexi wanted to speak to you.
Чего? Так. А, тут тоже сканер есть? Серьезно? Активный. Активировать сканер. А нет, это отстой. Так. Обзор системы. И куда? Так, ну давайте другое задание тогда. Миссия откладывается. На Эосе, короче, что-то надо. Это все отстой. Усиление сигнала. Разместить приемник на Эос. Давай. Да блин, где он? Махуань, ПНЦ. Nexus. Ладно, посмотрим. приемник на Эосе. И не показывают мне, куда лететь. Какой-то спутник местный.
I'm picking up something.
Запустить
On the
зону.
way. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Останки корабля. Но мы это не будем проверять. Сурс-система. Сука. Вот она. Не туда прилетел.
Pythias system. Home of Eos and Prodromos.
Продромос. Короче, на Эосе дофига у меня зданий. Будем там тусить сегодня. Ячейка пустая, нет модов. Это качать все надо.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Так. Далеко мне? Блин, а как в горы мне туда подняться? Вот интересно мне. Посюда, что ли, где-то? Так, вот залезть и проехать. Как-то же должен. Как-то и какой-то же должен быть путь. Так, где моя точила? Что, не спустили? Где моя тачка, чувак? А, вон она, вижу. Надо наверх забраться. О, не. Я там не перееду. А, может, вот посюда проехать. Ладно, посмотрим склон. Хотя, хватит ли мне там кислорода?
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Ага. Я вижу какую-то гору, какую-то дырку. Может, вот она, своротка. Забей включить фары. Ну, в принципе, правильно еду.
Enemies! Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod?
Опа! Враг! Контакт!
They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Это кто? Наш. Блин, прикрывайте! Это была засада. Ай-яй-яй, где моя банда? Здесь сидят все. Так, надо командовать ими. Вперед! В атаку! Ой, умираю. Ребят, разберитесь. Так, ну вроде тихо. Я ж вспомнил, ими же командовать можно. Так, какая-то тут цель есть. Прям наверху, что ли? Блин. Еще один. Ладно, насрать. Погнали дальше.
Watching the corners.
These caves could be a good shelter, if people need it.
At least it's cooler in here.
Радиация. Меня не убивает? Убивает. Машина, короче, не может выдержать. Я не могу туда проехать, понятно. Мне нужно тачку улучшить. Посмотреть, может, что там. А я хер заберусь. Так, потуда если. Так, что тут у нас? Кадмий. Терминал.
Dear and he are alive in Holor, in need of assistance. The more we learn, the worse he is.
О, контейнер. Селение ствола. Еще какой-то сплав. Так. Давайте что-нибудь попроще тогда здание. Эос. Нексус. Шоковая терапия. Все, на базу. О, занесло немножко. Так. Сука. А нет, сюда, все правильно. Давай, давай. Зацепляйся. Так, вольно, ребята. Каин, Фокс.
You haven't got a fuel cell, have you? The quartermaster says there's plenty, but she would. Wait. Oh, shit, you're the Pathfinder. Sorry, no one said VIPs were coming by.
Сука, шишка пришла.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise, I'm Fox, chief engineer for Prodromos. Anything you need, ask away.
До встречи, твоя работа. Ну давай послушаем.
What do you think about your new home?
First impressions? We've got water, clear skies for solar power, plants to farm. The remnants are a wild card, but Bradley says you have them covered. It'll take work, no question, but I think EOS is really going to be something.
What do you do here?
My team gets things going. Water, power, communications, everything a civilization needs. Well, not laws or a constitution, but it's easier to concentrate on those when you got a flushing toilet.
Прибытие в Андромеду.
What brought you all the way to Andromeda?
There's a colony back home you've never heard of. Viridis. It failed. Hard. I grew up there watching things fall apart. When I left, I got into infrastructure, civil engineering. Boring stuff unless you've ever lived without it. I wanted to do Viridis right, I guess. And the initiative was my best chance.
Коллеги.
What are the other outpost staff like?
Давай, кто тут
Like
взятки
Connor,
берет?
you mean?
Кто
She's
ворует
pretty fun when you get to know her.
драгоценности, всякую хрень?
Just don't get to know her over a poker game. Trust me.
Bye, Fox.
Have a good one.
Так, блок данных.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings. Assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert. Too many locations to check them all. We need to narrow it down.
Так,
Ryder, just who I was looking for.
Хейли Абрамс.
Ah, Pathfinder. I hear you're to thank for a physics-defying atmosphere processor.
That's me. I'm Ryder.
Haley Abrams, Director of Scientific Research on EOS, and writer of papers that start what the hell weather. Since we're prioritizing
Блин, нашли же планетку для жизни. Пустынную.
But new galaxy, new world, and a really new start.
Мне кажется, во
Gotta keep
Вселенной
up.
столько
How
планет.
can I help you?
Может было получше поискать.
How do you feel about EOS having a military outpost?
Honestly, I don't like it much. This isn't what the initiative's for, is it? We need to study EOS, understand the remnant tech, but our budget's earmarked for military research.
Условия на Эос. Ну давай.
Activating that vault changed
Тебе
the
нравится
planet.
пустыня?
Anything to worry about?
I don't believe so. Sadly, our equipment is tuned for incoming enemies, not watching the skies. But the storms show no signs of returning, and I know who to contact for remnant tech support. I'll take it.
Брэдли.
What do you make of Lieutenant Bradley?
Determined as hell. And he has incredible faith in us to get this done. Bradley would carry this outpost on his back if he had to, and we'll make sure he never has to.
Кстати, вот меня всегда мучил вопрос. Вот, те люди, которые в пустыне живут. Это же легкие забиваются этим песком. Вы же их вдыхаете. То есть это как на вредной работе работать. В каком-нибудь заводе, где в воздухе летает всякая хрень. Также и в пустыне. Песок, наверное, тоже вреден в легких. То есть там, наверное, недолго проживешь.
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
Доктор Рамирес. Мужик, ты, блин, или делай, или уходи.
August said you might swing by. Ryder, yes? Dr. Ramirez. Run the clinic here on EOS. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
Вот стопудово сейчас они мне еще задание надают. Там, блин, то оборудование надо, это оборудование надо, мне то надо принести. Вот я буду как шестерка, небось, вот на этих челиков работать местных. Давай, пусть расскажет про себя.
Say I saw one Batarian slave raid too many. I knew August, Bradley, and when he signed on to the initiative, he suggested I consider it. This seems like a better frontier.
What's the latest from your clinic?
Usual checkups for first-team colonists. Plus a few cases of dehydration and some blindness. Nothing serious.
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. He was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2-3 times a day.
Давай.
What's it like living in our first successful outpost?
Нравится песок
Reminds me of my
всасывать.
Alliance days. These soldiers look so young, but they're eager. We know we'll make this work.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Так, ну, блин, чувак. Пни его, блин, под жопу. Вот как я должен вот это вот прокликать? Ты, блядь, можешь идти?
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Стесняется его. Не, ну. Как? Как мне вот эту включить фигню? А, вот. Попал? Сука!
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Да ёптать. Осмотреть лазарет. Ну, я хочу осмотреть. Мне вот этот мудак не дает. Отойди нафиг. А, блядь. Терминал. Как его прогнать? О, не знаю, может что-то надо сделать, чтобы он свалил.
Pathfinder? Chief Engineer Grace Leto, E97 Durango. I understand you made a special trip to bring me back out of cryo. Thank you for the second chance.
Это моя работа.
Second chances for everyone. That's apparently my motto.
So I hear. The reports are crazy, especially around that remnant tech. If we'd known any of that at the time, my team could have... Well, just let me say thanks.
For what?
Making sure my team's efforts went a waste. I have a question, Pathfinder. Why did you bring me back out?
Я сейчас без понятия, кто это и когда я ее будил. Я тоже без понятия. Ради опыта и как предупреждение. Вы это заслужили. А чем она заслужила? Я же ее не знаю. Ты же ее тоже не знаешь.
I can think of 4 others who deserve it too, but I'll do my best. Padromos is a good start. Finally.
Блять, пушек, достань пушку, блин. Прогони этого мудака. Херайтер. Давайте, мужики. Толкнем мудака. Сука. Да. Ладно, что, погнали дальше задание делать какое-нибудь другое. Ну это крендец. Задача была союзники и отношения. Ну давайте союзников. О, блин, я туда не могу. Надо тачку обделывать. Что у нас там еще есть? Пропавшие ковчеги. Так. Но это не здесь. Ай, ё-моё. Нету цели. То есть маркера на пропавшей ковчеге нету. Ладно, погнали дополнительное задание делать. Ой, дополнительное основное. Или тачку попробовать прокачать. Где она? Тут качается. Кодекс. Предметы. Пистолет, штурмовая винтовка. Броня. Исследование. Бой. Ну, конечно, бой надо качать. Только на броню, броню, армор, хп. Инженер, солдат. Игра. Походу тачка не прокачивается. Кочевник, вот он. Так. Или мне шлем надо, может, улучшить. Чтобы кислорода хватало. Может, не в машине дело. Во мне. А вот, среди разных факторов в бою. Давай. Как тебя улучшить? О, пошли. Первопроходца. Во! Шепарда шлем, да. Шлем скиталец. Нет, этот отстой какой-то. 5% оружия, боезапас. Значение урона при голову. Херота какая-то. И как, что тут нажать надо? Ну, есть у меня чертеж. В комнату надо, наверное, в какую-то идти. В магазин. Так. Где-то тут был магазинчик. Это, наверное. Надо было, наверное, добежать лучше. Сука, ладно, насрать, потом. Луч надежды, погнали. Основную миссию еще выполню. Бум.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atlo. All clear. Oh, Gil wanted you to check in.
Ай.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
All stop, now!
О! Нифига себе. Это что за хрень? Who are you?
Cat ships. A dozen. No, more.
Вот попадало.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
Well, scan them back.
Where is the one who activated the remnant? Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
Только после вас.
You're the one in my way. Who are you?
They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
Пробуйте. Все, я разозлился. Ну давай, не будем обострять
I
обстановку.
actually know a lot about the remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough. Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam,
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
do it!
Так, погоня.
Report.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
It will be tight.
Callow? Yes!
Херовое место.
Nice work, kid.
Yeah. But who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
We're being contacted.
We have to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto. Tov Jagalesto.
Так, мы пришли с миром.
We're visitors from another galaxy. Our intentions are peaceful.
Думаешь, они понимают английский?
Av Naleseto. They've sent us a nav point.
Set us down.
Что-то мне это не нравится. Заложники, походу, нас взяли.
Yes. Ha, look at that. It's beautiful.
Вот, водичка, травка. Вот тут можно жить. Не в сратой пустыне.
We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own. We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
Повеселее, это важный момент.
This is what it's all about, right? New worlds, new aliens. Wish me luck.
Без охраны прям.
Thank you.
Hey, Hamdal goes.
Mason Roa.
I'm Paran Shai, governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Я таки первый раз вижу.
I'm a Pathfinder with the initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw this ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
He's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
Так, мы пришли с миром. У вас есть хранилище.
Our intentions are simple. We'd like to look in your vault, and then we're out of here.
You think that's simple? You don't know anything.
Я честно сказал.
He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me.
Что-то, блин, она так стоит в стоечке.
Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
Ну, погнали.
If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the
Она такое,
resistance.
будто в штаны наложила.
What's that?
They fight the Ket and protect us.
Если я налево иду, допустим. Да. Кроет меня.
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
This is never thought it belongs in a containment cell.
Let Governor Shai handle this.
You don't know what you're doing.
Это про меня, что ли?
Am I that intimidating?
You're an outsider who invaded our home. We know nothing about you.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
How did it find us?
He, not it. And stop staring. What do I tell my children?
None of the local flora register in my data files. We've encountered an undiscovered ecosystem.
Your city is beautiful.
Thank you. You're the first outsider to see it.
I'm honored.
Блин, ну реальное же место для жизни.
What happens if Ephra doesn't like me?
He won't. But you need to earn his trust.
He's responsible for everyone's safety. I know what that's like.
You're a leader.
Trying to be.
This is the Resistance headquarters.
They are bullies, but this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak.
No. I am telling you to be strong, through your cunning and heart. Okay? Hey.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know.
Our experience with the Ket makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
Нам можно доверять. Ну понятно, давай скажем.
We've had our own run-ins.
Я бы сам не доверял.
Then you really do understand.
Конечно.
When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the Ket mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the Ket kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Vold.
Ephra, this is one of the aliens from the Milky Way. A Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
Решительный шаг. Прошу прощения. Что, блядь? Точно так. Ничего не понял.
My people from the Milky Way were bold enough to come to Andromeda. I need to be at least that bold to save them.
So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
Одним глазком, ребят.
There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us, and you.
Но без нее мы не справимся, надо ее спасать.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra.
Блин.
I feel
Я же всего лишь хотел помочь.
Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass.
Joel, you talk too much.
Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me.
Go if you want. But when he
Понятно, новый напарник.
I'm Jal Amaderov. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
Добро пожаловать.
It's gonna be cozy, so I hope you like people.
Что-то как-то они руки странно пожали.
I hope I don't regret this.
Me too.
I've organized my analysis of Aya. Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Definitely.
Be careful out there.
Так.
No, I will.
Это что у нас?
You really think the Moshai is alive?
Stars above. It's you. I was hoping to get a chance to speak with you. You left your home to cross dark space. Is it true you can never go back?
Yeah. This is home now.
To take such a risk and give up your old life. Why did you do it?
Чтобы встретить таких, как ты. Ради приключений. Ну, ради приключений халатность. По идее, ради инициативы. Ну, давай. По-нормальному.
I believed in what the initiative stood for. I still do.
That's noble of you. I'm not sure I could make the same choice.
My turn for a question. Do I get to know your name?
Oh, of course. I'm Avela Kajar, curator for the Repository of History. We study relics of our past, try to piece together what we lost in the Scourge. And the truth is, there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Pathfinder, how much do you know about our history?
Ничего не знаю.
I still have a lot to learn.
Centuries ago, the Scourge targeted my people. Our ships were the first to go dark. Many of those ships went down over Havarl. The wilds of that planet are filled with history. A scientist on Havarl just contacted me with a new nav point of an intact crash site. A huge opportunity. But with Remnant patrolling the area, we can't get close enough. Not like you can.
How do you know about me and the Remnant?
I have friends in the Resistance. They heard your conversation with Ephra. I know it's a lot to ask,
Стуканули.
but you have a ship and the means to get past the Remnant. Without your help, I'm stuck.
Почему я?
You're trusting your history with an
Ну я
outsider?
типа перепроходец,
I know
дела.
what people say about you, but I don't agree. I think you're here to help.
I am.
Now's your chance to prove it. You want to earn Aya's respect, right? Recovering our past will go a long way.
А Эфра об этом узнает? Вдруг он
I don't
обидится
think
на
Ephra
меня.
would be too happy with this arrangement.
Ephra doesn't have to know, and if he finds out, he can direct his anger at me.
It takes guts to stand up to him.
I'd face worse to get a piece of our history back.
Ладно, я постараюсь. Я на
I've
все
always wanted to give
соглашаюсь.
archaeology a try.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. If you find anything, I'll be here. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Milky Way. Эндрю, ты кто такой?
I am Enro Bosan, assistant to Governor Paranshai. You're free to explore this area, but the city is off limits. Until that changes, I'll be your liaison. How may I help you, Pathfinder?
Стукачок.
Sounded like you and Jal know each other.
Our families are related.
You sound nothing alike.
We have multiple worlds. Our culture is complex.
I'd like to know more.
Earn our trust and maybe you will.
Возвращение в город.
When am I allowed to visit the city again?
That's not for me to decide.
Who will? Your boss? Or Ephra?
Governor Shai has jurisdiction over Aya. She will authorize your entrance if you earn Ephra's trust. You met Avela. One of our colony suppliers, Soka, also expressed interest in you. The Ket swayed us with words. Now we judge outsiders by their actions.
What can you tell me about your other worlds?
Life on them is hard, the people harder. Every day is a struggle to survive.
Why not bring everyone here?
We will not abandon any more worlds to the Ket. And Aya cannot support all of us.
Твоя работа. Ну, стучать
You
на
don't
меня.
just stand here waiting to answer my questions, right?
I assist the governor in all matters. While you're
Так вот,
here,
спасать пойдешь, блин, он, блин, там будет рядом
Pretty
стоять.
far outside your normal job, huh?
I did not begin this day expecting to speak with it. You?
Nice save.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Thanks for your time, Enro.
Of course.
Ryder, ship's fixed up and ready to fly.
Your ship is... We have nothing like it.
Wait till you see the inside.
It gets better.
Oh yeah.
You ready to go?
Пока не. Ну да, погнали.
I'll introduce you to the rest of my crew.
Блин, глаза закрываются. Вообще сил нету не разговаривать.
I'm just saying, as far as first contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Only slightly.
Yeah, what happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Чё, человечина?
Did the translators not work?
They work.
Работает. Соберитесь, пожалуйста. Давайте успокоимся.
Come on, everyone. Can we just all please try to... just listen up?
Begging Interesting strategy.
Ryder, we followed our best lead here, and now we don't even have that.
Jarl has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Jarl?
Seriously?
Settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
No.
One day, about 80 years ago, the Archon and the Ket arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Ket kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Ket all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder. Surprisingly, I'm with PB. Our own mission has to take priority.
We have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Jarl?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to two of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you'll accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Jarl's told me about these two worlds, Havarl and Vold.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions. A shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Ket. Our resistance base is fighting Ket Command for control of the planet.
What about the other?
Havarl is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect a remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact with our scientists.
Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jarl wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Кому мне? Да, конечно, да. Теперь проходит решать тебе. Спасибо.
Don't know yet. Just be ready to go at a moment's notice. Got it?
You bet.
Jarl, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
Ой, блин, как меня, конечно, фигарит. Просто в сон клонит. Ну, блин, фэпсов, конечно. 40 фэпсов. Чё тут мышка стала летать? Чё, куда?
Hey, can you come by the med bay?
Так. А чё стало-то с фэпсами? Использовать. Так, ну-ка, что тут? Оружие, броня. Я шлем хочу. Киберстраж. Ну, шлем N7. Вот. А, все по порядку надо. Гиперстраш. Не, гиперстраш нафиг нужен. Шлем давай, короче. Все, денег нет. Разработка. Кстати, перепроходит шлем прикольный. Так, кто-то просил зайти. Давайте посмотрим.
So, Jal.
So,
we haven't had a chance to talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are your aliens.
Как ты?
And you're alien to us. So there, we have something in common.
We can look at it as a place to start.
Got it.
Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
Perhaps it had nothing to do with you.
Care to elaborate?
I do not.
How do you know Moshae Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was his student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those. We're still very close.
So, is that your rifle?
It is now. It's Ket. With my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
That's a skill I know we can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting. There's something unique about you. Uneasy, raw, but somehow profound.
Face value, that sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them. I should get back to my work.
Ты интересный.
When we have downtime, I'd love to watch you work.
Sure.
Надо наладить, короче, контакт с нашими ребятами.
No. Just us. So we can get to know each other better? Or just share a hobby?
Oh, of course.
Good. Good.
Я еще мужчин хотел спросить. Надо вообще корабль хоть посмотреть. Ты сам.
What's your story, Jal? Tell me about yourself.
Why?
Well, why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Maybe. That would only make
Может
sense.
быть. Ты шутишь? Ладно, я начну.
I was born on Earth, third planet of the Sol system in the Milky Way.
Milky Way.
That's interesting.
Кстати, это смешно от этого.
That's enough.
Milky Way.
Until we've established a better trust with each other.
Все, что ли? Ну-ка еще давай его.
That's enough. Until we've established a better trust with each other.
Чё, блин? Так, что это у тебя есть? Шлемак его. Хоть бы мне что-нибудь изготовил. Стань для ударных отрядов. Какая-то хрень. Нет, такой. Так. Там мы, значит, телепортируемся, да? Тут кто у нас тусует?
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Ого.
What the hell was that?
Да блин, ну ладно, что ты так переживаешь?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this. I don't normally lose it like that, A Huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
Так.
You were his second in command. Were you friends, too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a Pathfinder. I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Понятно.
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do
Она
now
хотела
is
стать
second.
первопроходцем.
Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
А я, блин, хотел приударить за тобой. Зачем ты здесь?
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
Ну, блин, погоди ты.
That Archon. Arrogant son of a bitch. Maybe that's redundant for a cat.
Да.
He's also the first kid who bothered to talk to us. That's useful intel.
True. They can communicate. They just prefer to open fire. So, what else is new?
Так, военная карьера. Кто-то близкий?
Did you come out here with anyone? Maybe someone you served with?
I had my fun on shore leave. Nothing serious, though. Asari huntresses figure things out, but I was there for soldiering, not romance.
А сейчас? Намек.
You're not technically military anymore.
Can't get anything past you, can I?
Так, военная карьера. Ковчег Азари.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
The Lucinia? Checking every comm that's coming in. Nothing concrete yet.
Военная карьера.
You were in the Alliance before you became a Huntress, right? What made you join up?
My biotics. I was still living on my parents' cargo freighter when they manifested. Untrained biotic power on a starship means accidents. But we couldn't afford a tutor. The Alliance had implants, the training, everything. Old history now. Your turn. Remind me why you came to Andromeda.
I spent years watching pioneers go through the Arcturus mass relays. Off to glory, while I stayed behind. Then Dad's career collapsed. His AI research made him too toxic.
I heard. Must have changed everything for your family.
Хотели начать жизнь заново.
We needed to start over somewhere new together. Or as together as we could. So, Andromeda.
None of you writers ever think small, do you?
Десант Азари.
What did you do while you were part of the Asari military?
4 years in a commando unit called Ta Lane's Daughters. Part of the Council's cross-species military integration initiative. You probably had a more exciting time defending that Arcturus relay. But we did good work. Peacekeeping is a full-time job, even in Asari space.
Солдаты нужно всегда.
What was your commando unit like?
Janae and I were the youngsters. Tethys was our old lady sniper. Kalia patched us up, and Valenza prayed between firefights. Our CO, Nasira, led us all over the Athena Nebula and beyond. A huntress's work is never done.
Who'd pick a fight with the most powerful species in the galaxy?
Themselves, usually. Terrorists, cults, rogue Ardat Yakshi, people demanding a withdrawal from the Citadel. The Asari were spacefaring when our Roman Empire was new. Didn't fix all their problems. Sometimes you need commandos for that.
After 4 years with Asari commandos, you must have some great war stories.
Nasira assassinated a Krogan warlord with a pack of playing cards once.
A pack of cards?
Choking hazard, apparently.
Wow. See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Так, тут у нас Кора, значит, живет. Тут просто офис. Главный. Штаб, короче. Ни разу корабль-то свой не смотрел. 30 фэпсов, обалдеть. Ну-ка, надо что-нибудь убрать. Кажется, после обработки. Ну давайте высокое. Не, текстурки люблю. 15 текстур высокие. Высокая. Средняя. Высокая. Модели, у нее ультра шейдеров. Ну, пойдет, наверное. Примите все изменения. Да. Ну, 65 вроде прибавилось. А если камеру поворочить? Ну, постабильнее стало. Так. Лестница. А. Мой ковчег. Обратно. $56.49, но все равно.
Come to my room, okay? This is PB, by the way.
Но все равно временная просадка. И потом 72 сразу. Оптимизация херовая, что ли? Ну-ка. Запущу FPS монитор. Что сейчас покажет? Давай, давай, давай. Так. Ну, видеокарта на 100%. Ну, значит, оптимизация тут херовая. Ну да. Optimization фиговый. Так, что у нас тут? О, это кто?
Making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Кто-то должен это делать.
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
That little stunt into the Scourge tested a few of my improvements. Happy to say they held up. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know?
Не, этого сразу первого сольем.
You start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
Not gonna lie, it sucked. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties. No real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
Ты найдешь свою цель в жизни, я не просто появился. Ну сердечко давайте по сердечку.
Happy to be of service. I think you'll see that showing up is only one of my many talents.
Is that right? Well, I'll be sure not to blink. I want to see them all.
Блин, ты что, мне глазки строишь?
Too fast for you. There's no such thing. You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Deal. О, это же этот ядро. Типа двигатель наш.
Long time no chat. What's up?
Так, наш экипаж.
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, veteran Suvi are my girls. Get along well. Lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash. Takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
И это хорошо.
By the book keeps us alive.
Hey, variety's the spice of life, right? Different strokes makes for healthy debate.
What about Callow?
He's a pilot.
Which means...
he flies the ship.
We're leaving it at that, then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Буря.
Are you sure you can keep the Scourge damage under control?
Never seen anything like the Scourge. What it does to our tech. It's keeping me on my toes, but that's when I do my best work. In a way, I guess I'm grateful.
Well, you're welcome.
Don't do me any favors. Don't worry, Ryder.
Да, это самый молчаливый стрим будет. Я поэтому даже вебку не включил, потому что вообще плющит.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh.
Тупо глаза закрываются.
But I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me.
Milky Way.
The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Тебе приходилось пробовать? Да, конечно, нет.
Can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction, or maybe starvation, imagining which would be worse. But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
Поговорим позже.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Що?
The Angara was super curious about the ship. A few were pretty bold. Asked me questions.
What do you make of them?
They know their shit. Quick-minded, sharp. They'll make good allies.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Это, блин... Вот все похоже, вот не знаю, это как подделка, второсортная все. В этой... В первой, второй, третьей части, по-моему, темненький дяденька тут был. Пиби, как... Ты Солли. Рекс. Кроган. Это тут другой. Ну, я не знаю прям. Как сказать вам. Все второсортное. Даже доктор такой же. Почему нельзя сделать, чтобы доктор был человек? Бионик, кстати, тоже женщина. Миранда. Все однообразно. Это все такой маленький корабль, мне что ли?
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
I put it behind me after Dad's work went sour. It was a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
Компания хорошая, ну. А, ну давай, сердечко ему.
I'm looking for moments like this with people like you.
Sorry, guys aren't my thing. But good to know I'm universal. Still an answer, though. Something far from home. I get it.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
Мы можем сменить направление. Ага, сменить, блин. Уволен будет.
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered. You got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest. One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Yeah, отлично.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
If I have time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
Загрузить фильм. Так. Чё у нас?
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
Is Ryder there? Hey, Ryder.
You know each other?
Кто там сказал, я прослушал.
We met on the Nexus.
Oh, really? Did you embarrass me, Sid?
No, I definitely
Sid?
didn't tell the Pathfinder all your disgusting habits.
Это Гарус.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
А то оно и приключение.
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving. And everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone, ugh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
Найти дом.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
Есть кто-нибудь? У тебя кто-нибудь есть? На, сердечко давай.
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean...
Понятно.
Someone special.
Девочки по девочкам.
Special? Oh. You mean like... Oh. No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Надеюсь, скоро будет.
Anywhere's gonna feel empty if you don't have someone to share it with.
A romantic? I wasn't expecting that. And again, the entire idea of leaving everything you know for a chance at something new is kind of romantic. Anyway.
Как ты присоединилась к инициативе?
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually, I figured out something was going on. Something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who. And what they're willing to take in exchange.
Используешь других?
That just sounds like you're taking advantage of people.
Is it? I get people what they want, and they do want, or they wouldn't pay.
Ты видела восстание?
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't. And that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
Не стану задерживать.
You
Вольно.
probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me. Hey, Ryder.
А, ну все.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
А чё? Зеркало. Да, кораблик-то вообще маленький. Походу все члены. Кроган остался, да? А, нет. А, ничего себе. Он еще проход. Значит, не все. А, я тут даже бегал. Вот даже спуск есть. Чего она сказала? А, ну-ка. Может, она что-то уже сделала? Что ты сказала?
Ryder.
Ничего.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
О. Кстати, вот это неплохая хата. Кто у нас тут живет? Походу никого. Мальчик, девочка. О, душ какой. О, сортирыч! Заценим сортирыч сейчас. Сейчас. Ну, ржавенький, конечно, уже. Вот тут, вот, допустим, мальчик моется, тут девочка, да? Нарисовано же так. Это было. А, вот. А, не, мальчик слева, девочка. Ну как они тут вместе совмещают? Один ждет очереди, тут сидит. Так, что по сортиру? Да, сортирчик, конечно. Железный ободок. Что, там вообще ободка нету? В жопе будет больно сидеть. Не облокотиться какая-то хрень. Копчик только ударить можно. И дырка херово сделана. В середине. Чтобы дырка была вот тут ближе ко мне. Короче. Очень плохой туалет. 1 из 5. О. А это че хата? А, это моя хата? Во, вот это шик. Это я понимаю, хата. Гардероб. Длинные рукава. Конечно, длинные рукава. Куртка. Нет, длинные рукава. Красный хочу. Не, все-таки обратно синий. Как по умолчанию сделать? О, тут еще это. Цвет. А что теперь черный стал? Так вот. Ладно, короче, это просто внешка. На Макса Ферстаппена стать челик похож. Музыка. Блин, неплохо тут можно отжигать. Фэпса все равно мало. Надо еще убавить. Я люблю стабильная иконографика. Но потом перезагружу. О, ничего себе там. Да что-то мне грузится. Можешь дать интервью, пометить, как прочитано. А, надо было загрузить. Ну, вечер, начало, да, давай.
Quit work. Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Мы не боимся сложностей.
I like the no trouble plan. How about we stick with that?
Kesh said not too much trouble, kid. Not no trouble. The cat makes sure some trouble's always coming for you.
That's not reassuring.
Life out here ain't reassuring. You'll get used to it.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Так, сложно действовать в одиночку.
Your people had to know what it'd be like when you left the Nexus.
We did, but there weren't a lot of options. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Nexus нуждается в вас.
Krogan could have made a real difference on the Nexus.
Staying under those conditions would have just resulted in another mutiny. We have a much better shot at something good out here.
Can't argue with that.
Вот кому в башку пришла идея изменить их всех? На рожах нарисовать всякую фигню. Бороду вот эту вот козлячью отрастить Крогану. С костями. Не знаю. Вообще как подделки вот. Выглядит как все поддельно. О, на красном.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
А я Крогана еще раз не спросил.
You know Sarah's the good one.
I think you're both trouble. Hold still.
Ow.
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field.
Где Пиби живет?
Everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
What?
A Ket corpse. For autopsy. A live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the Ket?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
I had no idea. I'd love to hear more. Over dinner, maybe?
Oh.
Oh.
Thing is, Ryder, you're not my type.
What's your type?
Not a patient. I need to be able to look at you clinically without distractions.
Ну, короче, все меня отвергают.
Not nearly as much as you think you are. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
Где Пиби живет? А, я же с Корганом хотел поговорить. Прыгай, прыгай. А, и с ней надо еще раз повторно поговорить. Че это так тупо?
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Скажи себе, о, блин, тут еще сколько трёпа.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah. I was dismissed from the Alliance when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the Ryder name, I'll bet.
Almost. Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just gonna have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
Сука, до хрена всего.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corkrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Anything about the Ket, or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
Do you think Cash can handle station politics?
Cash can handle anything. Thing is, Spender's a liar and a coward. He was part of the mutiny, I know he was. A lot of people got hurt because of him, on both sides.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
А, еще что-то надо.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Что совет?
Pyjak scratch its butt?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that
перемотаем
hides them
как-нибудь.
from view. They're friends too. Perfect for grenade practice. The absolute single-mindedness.
Короче, у него всегда совет есть.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Чё? Ты всех называешь малышами.
I don't love being called kid.
I'll try to stop doing that. Can't promise I won't slip up, though. I've seen a lot of shit in my life, but that vault certainly was a first. Things are gonna be interesting with you around, kid.
Сука, ты опять меня малышом назвал.
Doesn't matter what life throws at me. It's what I make of it, right?
You keep that going, you just might live as long as I have. Minus 0 at the end.
Also, don't call me kid.
Oops.
Ну, походу, все.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
О! Локтанна.
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You
Спасательный
don't need a
капсул.
psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Кора.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you.
И она теперь
Just because
ответила.
she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Сука, блядь, каждого сейчас спрашивать.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
Suvi okay?
Suvi's strong sense of faith keeps her grounded. I'm not spiritual, but there's a beauty in how her mind rationalizes religion and science.
Я еще кинчик, блин, должен с ними
A
посмотреть.
handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Пиби.
Is Peebee all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Да, конечно.
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
Is Jal doing okay?
He's adjusting. The rest of us have at least some understanding of each other's cultures. But to Jal, we're all outsiders. It's a lot to take in. I'd say he's doing pretty well.
Thanks for the insight. I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel. From when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
Не знаю.
Who knows? Dad's always been one for secrets.
But he's sharing them with you now. That's something.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
Milky Way.
So how did a sorry doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Ну-ка.
Need something?
Не, пока.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Так, надо еще Пиби найти. По-моему, кого-то еще не хватает. А, вот тут.
So much biodiversity.
Так, это я где? А, это вот здесь. Ну-ка, с пацанами поговорим.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
Это воодушевляет.
I could stand here and drink in that view all day.
When I was test piloting the ship back home, I often did. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the lead to see how it all turned out.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Мы их найдем.
Don't sweat it. We'll bring the Solarians home.
Of course we will. I just have to be patient, that's all. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Блин, там так-то еще вопросы были.
What can I do for you?
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
You know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask, we're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated, lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Вечеринки. Ну пошутим давай.
Wild remnant parties. What else would you use it for?
Well, that's a thought. You don't really think they... Oh, joking. I see. Good one.
Так.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus Science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
Сканы Андромеды.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding. Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The Initiative obtained data from an array in deep space. A Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
A what now?
It operated like a telescope, just faster than light. It provided much more up-to-date info. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
Папа об этом узнал.
Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me?
It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationists and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist
Convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good. We might have a problem. I was running some numbers, mass balances and such. The Tempest is carrying about 70 kilos of extra mass. I think something's aboard that doesn't belong.
Is it a problem that we're carrying extra mass?
Not mechanically, but something heavy and unexplained. That's not good. Our internal sensors aren't getting anything, but they're not as powerful as a Pathfinder's scanner. Can you take a look?
Хорошо.
All right. I'll look around the ship and see what I can find.
Ну-ка, еще что-нибудь.
Pathfinder.
Поговорим потом.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Что вы, терминал? Так, что у нас тут? Пиби.
So you've set up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm still going through what we got out of the EOS vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Ты не останешься? Слишком не торопись, ладно?
Does your brain ever take a breath?
Sorry, not really. Even my dreams are in time-lapse. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, writer. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Давай, сердечко.
Tackling complete strangers in the Milky Way wasn't doing it for you?
Milky Way.
I think tackling you anywhere would be fun. Did I say that out loud? Life won't be boring with you around. I may never yawn again.
Maybe you just needed more sleep.
We were out for 600 years. A special someone made the trip with me, and she woke up a different person. I've slept enough. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
Я не сдамся.
That's just the one thing you want me to know about you.
Let's start with that, then. Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Tell you what. I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned. Which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
О, сука, блядь, сколько вопросов.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
Ладно, хоть быстро отвечаешь.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions
Короче,
off
фильм сегодня не
station.
посмотрим.
After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
Флирт.
What does someone have to do to get you to flirt with them?
Not much at all. But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
Как-то одиноко, понимаю.
I don't know. Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
So how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks. And Jal. That book hasn't even been written yet, has it? Exciting.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right. Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure, sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
You're off the hook, BB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Ну-ка еще раз.
I did not like the look of that Archon. Maybe the Angara will let me pitch a 10 on Aya for the duration.
Ну, не будем его обижать.
Didn't think you were the type to run from trouble.
Well, when you put it that way. All right. Next time, keep him on the line. I might have something to say.
Флирт, ну-ка. Еще раз.
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Ну-ка еще раз сейчас.
Hey there, got a sec?
Sure.
Флирт, ну-ка еще флирт.
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Так, ну и последняя комната. Никого, слава богу. Где шлем, который я купил? О. Ладно, короче, на этом все. С вами был Yurnelo. Всем пока. Конечно, самый тухлый стрим был. Ни у меня сил не было не говорить. Ну и тут геймплея особого не было.